If you look at the screen, you see the words return service requested. Return service requested is it is a service offered by the post office. Okay, the post office is, think of Western Union and wiring money just with paper. That is what the post office is doing. I think in a previous video, I talked to you guys about the zip code +4, and the reason that you put it in brackets, because that is an account number. Okay, that box is an account number. Now, return service requested. What they left out, the reason it is written as return service requested, when they say return, they're talking about a tax return, because the only thing that we send through the mail is money. Any form of money or currency is a tax. And the only entity that can collect tax is the IRS. In a previous video, I went over with you why you are the IRS. Because we all have independent treasuries. Everyone, all of you. The name of my treasury is Christina M. Wilson. Some of your treasuries is like, for example, my full middle name. Y'all already know my name. Christina Meredith Wilson. So some of your treasuries, it can be Christina M. Wilson or it can be Christina Meredith Wilson. Okay? And the fiscal agent for that treasury, your banker is sending you statements every month in the form of a bill. Okay? He sends you a statement every month, and he expects you to give him instructions on what to do with that bill. If you remember in the video, we talked about placing instructions on the front of the instrument, right? When we place that for presentation to the United States Treasury, in red, we're giving instructions. And the reason that it is in red is to separate or differentiate the text on the instrument from the sender of the instrument. We don't want to cause confusion regarding who is speaking and when. The back of the instrument is a restrictive endorsement, because we are sending our bills back to our banker, who is at the utility company. The banker is at the mortgage company. When you issued an application, you were setting up an office at that corporation in the name of your public banker. I'm trying to walk you guys into, I say that all the time. I hate to sound so cliche or repetitive, but I'm walking you into this understanding so that you can get the reason that you're in the situation that you're in, so that you don't fear it. I say that over and over again, so that you begin to understand. Some of you have, let's say, for example, Ally Bank. You think that Ally Bank is the entity that is facilitating the repossession of your vehicle. No, it isn't. It's your banker. Because he's been sending you bills and you haven't been endorsing the bills back to him so that he can release the credit. You haven't been paying the bill. And so now your banker is ordering the repossession of your property. It's your banker. So when you put on an envelope, return service requested, you are saying to your banker at that utility company, at Ally Bank, at Capital One, you are saying to your banker that I would like for you to send the tax returns, return service requested to me, so that they know, that entity knows exactly what it is it's supposed to do. In a video that I uploaded yesterday, I explained to you that your fiction is at the corporation that's billing you. It's your fiction that's sending you the bill. Ally Bank is just a thrift. So let me give you an example. Imagine that you approach let's say what do you call those places where you store like furniture? A storage facility. Okay? You approach a storage facility and you let them know, your banker ask the storage facility, I need to set up my office here. And the storage facility gives you an application. The storage facility says, yeah, of course, you can set up here because you're a lender of money. It's just a storage facility. They charge you a fee and you get to rent an office from them so that you can perform banking services. And every month your banker sends you a statement because you set it up that way in the application. You just don't realize it. He sends you a statement every month in the form of dividends. But what he can't do is he can't release the credit because it's just a fiction. You have to do it. Credit is negative. If you're wondering why I put a negative number on the instrument, it's because that is representative of credit. Debt is positive. It's good. Debt is positive, unfortunately. So since debt is positive and credit is negative, you have to give a negative value in order to offset the account. I'm teaching you banking, and the post office is a Western Union to make all of this paper move. When you address your bills, I want all of y'all to try this. Don't just sit here and listen to me. I want you to try this so that you can see it works. Prove it to yourself. I've given you guys more than enough of my private information. A lot of y'all are asking me for more information. Send me this, send me that. I have put myself out here. I'm sorry. Now it's time for you to do it so that you can prove it to yourself. Some of y'all got mortgages. It is the exact same concept. Your banker is over at the mortgage company. Your banker is the one that approved the loan for your house. Didn't I tell you the contract is unilateral, that you're in an agreement with yourself? The banker approved all those terms in the contract and you signed on behalf of the banker. It was just a blank signature. But it can be fixed. When you put return service requested on your envelope, you're telling your fiction that once it receives your instrument for processing, that it is to return the funds, because you're telling your banker you need him to perform currency exchange services for you. Because your banker, what you don't know is that these corporations are foreign. So your banker is working in the facility, in the headquarters of foreign businesses. And so the money is in paper, but you have to tell them to convert it to something that you can use. That is what the endorsements are for. That is why you put the return service requested on the outside of the envelope. You're talking to your banker that you set up at this corporation. And you need him to perform. You need him to do this for you. You have to give the order. You do. So you give instructions. I try to post videos for you guys every day. I'm busy with ebooks and EIN setups, so it's difficult for me to work on the debt cancellation. I know you guys think that it's the company that is coming after you. It's your banker. That's why I introduced you to him. It's not the company. Let me go a little bit further. Do you guys agree with me when I say if you send mail, let's say for example, I'm going to pick a company. Let's say that you gave an application to McDonald's, to your banker. You put that account number and you set up an office for your banker at McDonald's. And every month your banker sends you dividends for your investment. And when you pay your bill, you return the bill in the name of McDonald's. Guess who can now open that mail? Do you guys agree with me that opening the mail that is addressed to someone else is a federal offense? It is. So when you send back your statements, you guys are sending it to the CFO. And then the CFO opens it and you're like, why isn't my instrument being processed? Because the CFO can't process it. You have to send it to your banker. Your banker is there. And on top of that, you have to give instructions on the instrument so your banker knows what to do. And then you tell the post office that you want return service, tax return service. Your banker is at the IRS. Your banker is at the Health and Human Services. If you receive food stamps, your banker is at the Department of Veterans Affairs. Your fiction is everywhere that you have ever given an application to. That fiction is there. Your fiction is there, performing banking services for you. So when you are addressing and talking to these corporations, you're not talking to your banker, you're talking directly to them. And guess what they start to do? They start to talk back to you. Oh, you owe us money. Oh, yeah. Oh, you sure do. Because you don't know. And since you don't know, I mean, it's not, they get the scam, unfortunately, since you don't know that. So we have been, and not just you guys, I've done it before in the past. And I figured out, I said, no, I'm addressing the mail to the wrong person. I'm supposed to address the mail to my fiction and then tell my fiction what I want it to do. Think about what I'm saying. Think about it for a second. All of you, when you send your utility bills, who do you address it to? Y'all are addressing it to the CFO. You're addressing it to the company itself. Now they can open up your shit. They can open it up and read it over and decide that, you know what? This isn't for us. There's nothing that we can do with this. And so you never get remedy because you're not giving it to your banker. You have to address it to your banker. Your mortgage, address it to your banker. Stop talking to the mortgage company. Address it to the banker. Your banker. Do this now. Don't sit around thinking about it. I told you how to put the register mail onto the letter, the top right-hand corner. I told you that the postage goes at the top left-hand corner. Return service requested goes on the outside of the envelope. Guess what makes all of this free? I just learned this today. I was reading in the DMM manual some more. If you put business reply mail, it is business reply because your banker is sending it to you. And if you're sending it back as a business reply, your registered mail is now free. Reading the DMM today, I just found this out. I knew there was a way to do it. I didn't know. Like I hear everybody say, you know, write this on your mail and write that. And my mail never gets processed the way that it's supposed to. Like it got returned or it would get lost. And then I would have to initiate these investigations to find out what happened to my stuff. So you have to address these bills to your banker. Not to the mortgage company, not to the utility company. Your banker is the utility. He's there to transmit to you. I am trying to get examples together for you guys because I know this is different from a lot of the things that you have heard, but this is the truth. Patrick has been saying this for years. And it just, again, flew over my head until I was in the middle of a foreclosure. Look at that IRS envelope that I posted for you guys. Who is that company? Who is that mortgage company in care of? It's in care of my banker. I got to tell my banker what to do. He's at the storage facility waiting for me to tell him what to do with our money. To release the credit, I have to release it by giving a negative value because credit is negative. It's not positive. Debt is positive. We are going to talk some more about this. I am doing the best I can to get some, I know you guys are emailing me. You're asking me for examples. I am trying to get that information together for you. It's just that unfortunately, because the website is not functioning, I'm having to process ebooks by hand. And then I got a couple of customers that's getting angry with me, and I'm not upset with them because, I mean, if you pay for something, you want your stuff timely. So I do get that. And I am trying to process as quickly as I can, but it is time consuming. And so I'm unable to get these examples out to you guys. So continue following. I'm going to do examples. I'm still working on the ebook, but I think that getting the examples out to you guys is just beneficial because some of you guys, are in a crisis right now where you're about to get foreclosed on. This is it. We are here. You have to give the bill to your banker. Give it to him. To stop your foreclosure, to stop your repossession, to stop them from turning off your lights. You have to give it to your banker, not to the company. They're just a warehouse, a storage facility. They just give you somewhere to do your banking business for your fiction. This is why we're setting up our private bank in the state so our banker doesn't have to work there anymore. We bring him home into the private. Okay, you guys, we're going to talk. Bye.